So I've been doing these cold water swims for the past almost 100 days now. I started when the water was like 13 degrees Celsius, and now it's closer to 4 or 3 degrees Celsius. And one weird thing I noticed is that swimming in 5-degree water is like exponentially harder than swimming in 10-degree water. You know, I thought that swimming in 5-degree water would be like twice as hard as swimming in 10-degree water because it's twice as cold. But it's like a totally different ball game to swim in water under 5 degrees. 10 degrees, you're still pretty okay, and you feel like you know, you can swim and you can get back to shore. But like under 5 degrees, you really start to question whether you can even move your arms and get back to the shore. But that's not really the topic of this video. The topic of this video is that I just signed up for a 12-hour extreme mountain race. It's a skimo race, so the first question we need to answer is, what the hell is skimo? Skimo, also known as ski mountaineering, ski rando, has even been called ski running. Skimo is very similar to ski touring. You could think of it as ski tour racing. The main difference between ski touring and skimo is that ski touring usually focuses on the downhill section. The uphill is just something you have to do, and the downhill is where the real treat is. But in skimo, it's kind of reversed. The main focus is on the uphill, and then the downhill is just something you need to get through really quickly. You can also see these differences in the gear used in these two sports. In ski touring, you usually use these very fat skis, and also your boots and bindings are pretty heavy. They're very suitable for downhill skiing. In skimo, you use very, very lightweight gear so that you can get up the mountain fast. But this also means that your skis are very narrow, which again is not that good for downhill skiing. Now, I've done quite a lot of ski touring in my youth. In fact, me and my brother, we started skiing when we were like 4 and 3 years old. And when we started, we had to use this kind of a strap that binded our skis together so that they would always be in a straight line. If we didn't have the strap, our skis would just go like this, and we would just constantly fall. Looking back at it, those straps just sound really, really dangerous. Like, how did I slow down if my skis were just pointing straight all the time? Yeah. Interesting. But my skiing has always been very recreational, and we only got to off-piste skiing about like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Well, that is a pretty long time. But anyways, it's always been with a guide, and I've never really thought of ski touring as some sort of a workout, which I now should start doing. There are many technical skills that I need to learn for this sport. For instance, transitions are a very big part of the race. To go from skiing to skinning to boot packing to skidding, and so forth. And yeah, I also need to learn boot packing, which is basically running up the hill with your ski boots on, your skis on your back. I also need to learn skins management. So these are called skins, and you put these on before you start climbing. And then these just stick to the slope. So you can climb up, and then you need to take them off when you start skiing. But I'm no pro at this, so. And then of course I need to practice kick turns during ascents. So how do I even explain that? The race I signed up for will be held in Lofoten, if that's how you pronounce it in English. And let me tell you, this place in Norway is astonishing. Just wait, look at that. It's an archipelago filled with mountains.
Holy shit, Krister. I can't believe we're here.
Holy shit. There's two versions of the race. There's the intermediate race, which has 1,000 meters of elevation in like 15 kilometers. And then there's the extreme race, which includes over 4,000 meters of elevation in 32 kilometers. And I of course signed up for the extreme version. And you can really get an understanding of how much elevation 4,000 meters is. Well, actually you can't. But let's just do it anyways. So my 100k run in 100 kilometers had 2.7 kilometers of elevation. And now I'm supposed to do over 4,000 meters of elevation in only 32 kilometers. So it's gonna be mainly a vertical challenge. The final cutoff for the race is 12 hours. So in other words, I need to be able to finish the race in 12 hours. And what the hell was I supposed to say next? One of the reasons why I'm so excited about this race. Did you hear any of that? One of the reasons I'm so stoked about this race, one of the reasons I chose to do this race, is that it's more like an adventure. We need to scale up and down 8 different mountains. It's gonna be an incredible day, no matter if I finish or not. Ski touring up 8 mountains in an Arctic archipelago with stunning views. I mean, I can't really think of a better way to spend my day. This is, again, gonna be one of those events where, well, I don't even know if I can finish the race. But I like that. I like that feeling of going to the unknown. Because I'm gonna learn so much leading up to the event, and I'm also gonna learn a ton during the event. This is also a very good time to get interested in skimo, because skimo is set to be an Olympic sport at the 2026 Winter Olympic Games. So it's just about to become an Olympic sport. And you know, if you start training now and train real hard, maybe you can, you know, make it to the Olympics. Well, I don't know about that, but this right here is a winter tent, the North Face Mountain 25 tent. Not sponsored. Which is the tent that many mountaineers use even at Mount Everest base camp. So this is really, really sturdy. I might have overshot it a bit, but